It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny.
You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, it'll be the West All-Stars up against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And how much is the All-Star Game officially upon us? Typically a high-scoring, fast-breaking affair. Shaq, any reason to think it's going to be anything different this time around?
Well, there are no more Dikembe Mutombos.
Oh, that was very impressive.
Thank you, Ernie. Not as many shot-blocking centers in the league now. That might have slowed things down a little. Offense rules the game. I wish Dikembe was still here so he can go, no, 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 Ernie.
How about if I play you and you play Dikembe?
No.
Mr. Mutombo, I really like the way you play the game, but I like it when you used to wave your finger.
Well, thank you, Ernie. Everything good. Shaq threw 2 elbows in my face. I think he called it elbow sandwich.
Well, I'll be you, Ernie. Hey, so Kevin Harlan, we're going to go courtside with you, and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm really confused now.
I'm not.
A special day for basketball fans across the world, the All-Star Game. We'll have the greatest athletes in the world playing the greatest game in the world. We're happy to bring it to you right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Durant is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Towns. Then it's Harden. And it's Curry in at the 1. Now here is George. To the inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, and coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another. They're doing a lot of spectating there on D. But, hey, it's the All-Star Game.
And the West All-Stars with possession. Here's Harden on the wing. Wade is covering. And the basket by Harden.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. You save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
To the paint. Outside for Durant. And stolen by LeBron. Thomas against Curry. Outside Thomas. LeBron kicks to Drummond. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Harden with it. Now Thomas defending. On its way from Curry for 2. Misses off the left iron. On defense, the West All-Stars. To the middle. The kick out to LeBron. For the 3. And Isaiah Thomas with the 3.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And so here are the West All-Stars, trailing by 2. Harden outside. Green the screen. Harden kicks to Curry. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Drummond loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Drummond's got his third basket of the night. Here's Durant. And stolen by James. Wade against Curry. The shot by Wade, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now here's Thomas following the shot by Kevin Durant. LeBron a screen on Curry. Thomas kicks to James. Passes it to Drummond. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Drummond's got 9.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
James kicks to Wade. Good on the three-point shot. Wade's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so here are the West All-Stars. 6-point game. Kicks it to Green. To the middle. Here's Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Got that one up quick.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Here's Curry following the basket by LeBron James. Will it go? Curry can't get it to go. Curry's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Thomas passes to Wade. And Thomas, here we go. Looking for Wade, he gets it there. And Durant sends it back. An even 3-on-3 break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. By himself. And then George with the jam.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team, and you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Wade against Harden. Green with a screen on Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who's able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
We talked about what it means for him to be at the helm of the All-Star side, and he said, really, it is a testament to my team. They've played great, and this is just a side effect of them having a great start to the season. They deserve all the credit. Love it, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Really nice dime drop in there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
West All-Stars shooting their first foul of the night. Free throw good by Curry.
Some great play by Steph Curry tonight. Already up to 9 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Now here's Thomas. LeBron outside. Pass to Drummond. Green with the block. Outside Durant. Pass to Harden. A 3-ball. And he gets the bucket. Harden's got his 2nd basket of the night.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Down low, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Irving can't get it to go.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
That was almost a highlight reel play, but they couldn't quite sync up.
The shot by George, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Outside Leonard, the three. Offensive rebound.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Here is Durant. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Durant dishes to Davis, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Westbrook. Drains the jumper to finish the break. And now just a 5-point East All-Star lead. Leonard against George. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. George has got his third basket of the night right there. George has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. The dish to Durant. The feed to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. The pass to Harden. 5 on the clock. The three. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Butler attacking. No luck. Great D that time from Leonard.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Now here's Davis. Kicks it out to Leonard. He dishes it to Westbrook. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the East. Ball comes in for George. For the finish. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And really... epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Chris Bosh.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
You know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Thompson right side. Dishes to Davis. Inside runner, and he gets it to go.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Butler. Great D that time from Leonard. And the West All-Stars have possession, trailing by 4. Davis in the corner. Here's Griffin. Wall with the steal. Knocked loose. Here's Butler. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Chris Paul, he's checked in for the West. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Thompson from long range, and it's good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Wall passes to Carmelo. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's now 6 points for Carmelo Anthony. Anthony's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Ball outside. Thompson outside. Front past the arc. Here's Davis.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Chris Paul is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Thomas is checked in. And it's Green missing. 3-on-3. Thomas, that's good. Thomas got the lead up to 10 now for the East All-Stars.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Anthony. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Green kicks to Griffin, and he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Thomas against Paul. Thomas goes in. The feed to Drummond. 16 feet away. And again, it's Carmelo Anthony. Anthony's got 12.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
T-Wade on the wing, defended by Paul. Wade kicks to Antetokounmpo. Drummond the screen. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thomas. Draymond Green pulls it in.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Great open look there. Thomas with the ball. He has 5. Drummond sets the screen for Thomas. Poked away and taken away by Paul. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Thompson misses.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. LeBron comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Georgia subbed in for Antetokounmpo. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Towns, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. And Green slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now, here's George. 6 points for him. James dishes to Thomas. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by the West.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Feeds it to Paul. Green with a screen on LeBron. Takes the 13-footer, and the rejection by James. Second shot opportunity. No good. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. He feeds it to George. That's good. George has got 8 points.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Now here's Leonard. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm. He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow.
And here are the East All-Stars now, leading by 5. Here's Wade. West All-Stars with the rebound. Towns has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Leonard with the ball. Wade picks him up. It's hard.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action. In this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Now, here's George. Draymond Green with the rebound.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown, appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 12. Towns kicks it out to Harden. Passes it to Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
LeBron passes to Thomas. He kicks to George. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. It's a close game here in Toronto. From deep, Harden. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit. after that one he had earlier.
Now Curry. Outside Leonard. Green kicks to Curry. Good. Curry's got 14.
Are you kidding? This is an all-star finish if ever I've seen one.
And that's one of the plays people are going to remember and talk about from this year's game for sure.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Reggie Jackson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Durant. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The drive by Jackson. Outside Irving. Drummond sets the screen for Irving. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Chris Bosh is checked in for the East.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And Harden with the stuff.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the East. Now here's Durant. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And he gets it to go. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. And here are the East All-Stars now. Tipped away.
That's the thing with basketball. Things can change rather rapidly. It can go against you in a hurry.
Especially when you turn the ball over. And they've got a game on their hands now, and they can ill afford any more miscues.
Kicks to James. Butler sets a screen for LeBron. Off the screen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 6 points for Butler.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Harden. 9 points in the game so far. It's Curry outside. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. East All-Stars on offense. They trail by 1. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Anthony's checked in for the East. Hall comes in for Reggie Jackson. The West also making some changes. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Towns. Millsap comes in for Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so here are the West All-Stars. And stolen by LeBron.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was. Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Westbrook kicks to Millsap. Davis against Anthony. Millsap a screen to the inside. It's Curry outside. Gets that one to fall. That's his sixth field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
There's a screen. Irving kicks to Butler. Shot clock at 5. It's Wall with the drive. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Millsap a screen. Westbrook against Wall. Westbrook dishes to Davis. Outside Curry. Releases. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
LeBron passes to Anthony. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. 12 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Irving. And West also making a switch. Lillard's checked in. They get it again. Davis kicks to Lillard. Davis sets a screen. Second chance shot. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Butler. Left side, Wall. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Outside Millsap. Davis dishes to Westbrook. Pass to Millsap. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Wall with some nice defense.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Anthony. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
That's the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
East All-Stars have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And some changes here for the East. Drummond's checked in for LeBron. And it's Kemba Walker in for Butler.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now, here's Lillard. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's a screen. Davis sets a screen, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Anthony. 18 points for him. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. East All-Stars have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And Anthony drops them both. And the West All-Stars have possession. Durant for 3. No good on that last set. And the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and we never get tired of having the privilege to broadcast at such an amazing and fun weekend. This year's All-Star action is no different, and on top of all that, We've got a competitive matchup underway. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan.
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
LeBron James is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Paul George. And it's Thomas in at the point. That's the five out there for the East All-Stars. Now here's Curry. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. So the East All-Stars will tip it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Got a piece of it. Curry with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out of transition.
Now here's LeBron. Wade drives in. Drummond, a follow-up champ.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up, guys, putback slams. That's not the kind of play that can build confidence.
Harden doing it all. He has 9 points and 2 steals as well. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Now here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. Pass to George. Tipped away. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Curry passes to Towns. Green kicks to Leonard. Oh!
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks. And that one certainly qualifies.
Outside Curry. And Leonard has it in the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. And Thomas, here we go. And it's blocked by Curry. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And George with the stuff. Here's Curry. He's got 21. This one for 3. That's good. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the East All-Stars said to his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Drummond. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Thomas dishes to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. It's Thomas outside, and play stops as it looks like they called over the back here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. The dish to James. Releases from 15. Breaks a big high pass and goes in. LeBron's got his third basket of the night. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And the West All-Stars have possession. It's a one-point game. Harden outside. Harden draws the double. Here's Green, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Well, Greg, you know, there's no question about that. You played on a tough physical Knicks team during your NBA career, and that would fall right in line with a smart, strong foul right there.
I agree. Very good point.
It's stolen by Curry. And he lays it up and in. Curry's got 29 in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers. Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim. Every All-Star game, you can count on it. You're going to see some heart-stopping plays. That was another one.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. Just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now, here's Curry. He has 29. The drive by Green, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And George with the stuff.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here is Harden. He's got 10. The drive by Green. Here's Leonard. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Curry outside. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the wing on the left. Thomas, it's a wide open look. It's good from the top of the key. Thomas got 7 points.
Man, this has just been back and forth all game.
Boy, it's been fun to watch. Both teams trading shots and trading leads. Boy, it's been tight, neck and neck down the stretch.
Here's Green, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now here's Drummond. He's got 21. Wade outside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
No good on the free throw. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Butler comes in for George. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Then for the West All-Stars, Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Towns. Klay Thompson comes in for Leonard. And it's Paul in for Steph Curry. Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The feed to Irving. Drummond with a screen on Davis. Irving kicks to LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. Paul outside. The pass to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Wade kicks to Irving. Right block shot. Good on the shot. Irving's got 6 points. The West All-Stars with the ball. Trailing by 4. That's a 2 from Paul. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
How sweet was that? Honey sweet. Paul with great form.
James kicks to Butler. And he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
And the wide open shot from Paul. That 3 off the mark. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And now a 7-point East All-Star lead. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here is Harden. He's got 10. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. Off target from 3-point range. Thompson against Butler. He dishes it to Irving. Feeds to James. Ball's knocked loose. Paul with the steal. And Thompson kicks to Harden. That is good. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
James against Green. LeBron outside. Dishes it to Wade. The shot no good. Harden with the defensive effort.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Green against LeBron. Butler in the corner. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. One-on-one here. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Anthony's checked in for James. Antetokounmpo comes in for Butler. And it's John Wall in for Dwayne Wade. Now the East All-Stars with it. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Irving. Kevin Durant with the rebound. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Taken away by Anthony. Irving passes to Wall. Outside Anthony. Outside Irving, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 8 points and 4 assists.
Fundamentals have been on display. He's just done it all today. The passing and also knocking down his freebies.
And that's exactly what they've needed from him, those two things.
Davis with a screen on Wall. Ball goes in. He feeds it to Davis. Passes to Griffin. And stolen by Drummond.
No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Durant. And Wall kicks to Anthony. Fires from the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Anthony's got 22 points. He got it up. Cannot hit. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. East All-Stars lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Thompson. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Davis in at the center, filling out the middle. Outside, George. Thomas a screen. Kicks the Wall. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Davis has got his third rebound on the night. Wall against Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Just been really inefficient. 5 turnovers. You know, it's as if he's playing for the other team.
Walker's checked in for John Wall. Walker dishes to George. Outside Thomas. There's the pick. And here's Walker outside. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
Beautiful pick by Anthony.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Westbrook passes to Griffin. It's stolen by Anthony. And Thomas, here we go. Took him no time at all on that one. Now it's a 7-point East All-Star lead.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Kemba Walker. It's Durant on the wing. Releases. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Thomas against Westbrook. Walker. And Davis sends it back. Fast break. Here they come. Durant kicks to Griffin. Westbrook wide open. He fires. The second effort. That's good. And now. Now just a 3-point East All-Star lead.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Thomas a screen. And George kicks to Drummond. Thompson against Walker. Anthony nowhere around. Another shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Drummond having a terrific game. He's got 10 rebounds, and he's able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Catching up on the changes for the East. James checked in for Anthony. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Walker. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Towns, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. James Harden, he's checked in for Thompson. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's LeBron. Inside. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Towns. He kicks to Harden. Pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. Back to Harden. Paul George with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Now here's Curry. Takes the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wade kicks to Thomas. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. On defense, the West All-Stars. It's a 5-point game. And LeBron throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Now, here's George, following the shot by Kevin Durant. George dishes to Thomas. Back to George. Lets it go from 11, but he gets it back. That doesn't go either for George. Here's West now. They trail by 7. Right side Durant. Towns. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Thomas against Curry. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
George passes to Thomas. Here's Drummond. And that one is hammered home.
That's a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now here's Curry. Fires for 3. And good on the basket. Booking. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the West. Now here's Wade. They set the screen. Pass to George. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. That's now 22 points here for George. And here is Curry. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Towns with the steal. The dish now to Durant. From outside, off the mark.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And George kicks to James. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He is yet to miss a shot.
The feed now to Leonard. There's the three, and he gets the bucket. Leonard's got 12 points here in the second half.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Thomas just giving him fits. He has 11 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
He's perfect from the line this time. And the West All-Stars with possession. 7-point differential. Towns with it, working on Drummond. Now here's Towns. Can't get it to go. Good D by Drummond. Thomas kicks to Wade. And there's the pass to Drummond. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Leonard attacking. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. He hits on Isaiah Thomas. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Irving's checked in. Leonard hits them both. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. To the middle. Here's James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire. Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Now here's LeBron. From the baseline. And it's good. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
Andre Drummond with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Green, he's checked in for the West. Here's West now. They trail by 7. Curry dishes to Towns. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Curry against Irving. And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Curry. And Drummond kicks to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Curry. The tray. Great D that time from Irving.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Been a very solid outing for George. 22 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's got today have been just electric.
And here's Burton for 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The drive by James misses off the left iron.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
On its way from Curry for 2. The wing jumper off target.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, you shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green. From deep. Whistle blows. But that's going to be a travel. 1:31 left in the 4th quarter. James against Green. James outside to the paint.
Defensive foul.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. So he comes up empty, missing both. There's the lob to the hoop. And then Durant with the jam.
Come on now. Did they really just pull that off?
That was an outstanding play.
I tell you what, there are alley-oops, and then, fellas, there are alley-oops.
.105 left in the fourth. Feeds it to Wade. Shoots from the corner, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Outside Curry. The three. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Drummond with a screen on Harden. The drive by Wade. And Drummond gets to Wade. And he commits the intentional foul. It's the first that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Here's Curry with the 3. They get it back. Here's Harden. Right side Durant. He dishes it to Curry. Here's the 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. Durant against LeBron. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock run.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clark. Just doesn't really make a lot of sense at this point.
He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 1 second left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP, Andre Drummond.
Well, Andre Drummond asserted himself in a big way in this game. He is a terrifying presence, and tonight he was fully motivated and engaged. His rebounding on both ends of the court has always been sensational. The man was just a monster.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some